So people are always asking, what comes first, the music or the lyrics? I like what Sammy Cahn once said, which is, what comes first is the check.
Huh.
What do you find comes first when you've collaborated with other people?
Well, mainly when I've collaborated with other people, the lyrics have come first.
Yeah.
And in general, in our collaboration, that's also been true. It's just that we have co-written the lyrics.
Right.
So some songs, in fact, this is sort of interesting, I think, is that when we go back and look at the songs from the show, it's like some songs, okay, I know Lauren wrote the lyrics to this song.
Right.
And others, I say, well, okay, yeah, I know I wrote the lyrics to that song, but there are a whole lot that we can't
I mean,
identify.
what we decided at the beginning, which kind of made sense to both of us, is that Diane would write all the lyrics that were really character-driven and came out of the character's feelings, because that comes out of the script. And I would write the silly ones, or the ones that are performance pieces, which we have now learned, thanks to Tim, are called diegetic numbers, but we kept calling them dietetic numbers, diabetic numbers, Dianetics numbers, but still we can't remember. But what we always love is in the movies when there's a songwriting team, like they're sitting at the piano and the lyricist is going, oh, I know, I've got, and comes up with a perfect line, and the composer's like, oh, what should I do with that? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is how they do it in the movies. Okay, you're having an interview with Frances. What would she say? What would she say?
She'd say something like,
how she got here.
When, let's see, when you're a great big girl like me, yeah, you never get to play the same.
That did not work that way.
No, it wasn't that way at all.
I think you wrote that lyric, sent it to me. We went back and forth, what should the music sound like? Yeah, it took a little bit longer.
That's one of those songs that I think we both wrote. I mean,
I think you did.
Well, you know, that's the other funny thing is like some people, we had a reading, a Zoom reading in June, early June of the show. And afterwards somebody wrote and said, whoever rhymed auspicious with, I don't even remember what the rhyme was.
Wishes or something, yeah.
That was, you know, that was wonderful. And so, oh, I know what they were doing. They credited me about that. And I wrote back and I said, well, thank you very much, but actually, I think it was Lauren who wrote that line. And then Lauren says to me, no, it was you that wrote that line.
And we can't remember
We can't remember.
Which I think is a good sign, either that we're both losing our marbles or that we just collaborate
right.
really, really well together, which is, that's what we're going to
Right.
We're going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
That was good. I think that's funny.
Yeah, I think so.
Anything else we can talk about funny?
Let's see.
So one thing people always ask is how collaborators work as far as teams, and is there any conflict? And I have to say we have had our moments of conflict because we both blame ourselves for everything. So, no, it's my fault.
No, it's my fault.
My kids used to call that having nice fights. And that's about the only thing. We're both, and which is really good, we're both, I don't know, clinical people like my husband who has a counseling background would say we're codependents. You know, we always want to take care of other people, but I think that's just a woman thing.
Yeah,
at least a mom thing.
A woman thing. And I also think, I mean, really, you know, I'll say this, I hope I'm not jinxing something, but the fact that, I mean, we've been working together for like, what, a year and a half now,
yeah.
something like that. And really, we've had a few disagreements about things, but they've never turned into fights or really tension. No. And I think it's my belief that if we were collaborating and we were both, well, you would have been 25 and I would have been 87, but I mean, because I'm older than you. But I mean, if we were younger, that is my point, if we were a lot younger, we might not have gotten along so well. I think we've learned a lot. I think there is some benefit to being in our dotage.
Not in our dotage. There's some benefit to the fact that we have been around the block a few times and had some. I haven't had a lot of experience with collaborators, but you have. But I've had a lot of experience working with people who didn't treat me very well, who I didn't feel respected by. And the fact that we both admire and respect each other so much is because I want credit to go to Diane.
I want credit to go to Lauren.
And we both think each other is fabulous.
Delightful feeling.